Welcome, Mr. Elhadji.
Thank you.
You are from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You are a radio host, the only black-owned radio station, correct?
Yes. Actually, WURD 900 AM is the only black-owned radio station in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And you said it, my name is Elhadji. I'm originally from West Africa, Senegal. And I have a talk show, a radio talk show, weekly, called The African Connection, every Saturday.
Okay. What do you discuss there when you are hosting your radio station? Like, what are your main topics that you discuss?
Let me just give you a little background history of what happened and how did we get there. Back in 10 years ago, in 2002, one of our good friends actually was one of the owner or started the station. And at one point, as we were seeing each other, regularly, he said to me that if I was interested in coming on the air and talk about, what is going on in the motherland in Africa. And I said, I would love to, but the only thing is that I never done radio before. So he gave me that confidence, if you will, and really taught me through, gave me hints and tips, and really was my teacher. His name is Mr. Cody Anderson. And I wanted to take also this opportunity to thank him a lot, because not only World 900 gave us the opportunity to talk about what is going on in Africa, in the motherland, weekly, but in the same time, it allowed us as an immigrant in general from Africa and living in Pennsylvania and particularly in Philadelphia to have a voice on the radio. And you know how radio is magic.
I know. When you told me that, I was really amazed that you have a radio station there. Because we are in North Dakota. We only listen to the most famous radio station, Y94. But they don't have any other program there that talks about Africa. So when you told me that, it was really amazing to hear that. What are some of the issues you do discuss in your radio station concerning Africans living in the United States, concerning immigration issues?
Yes. We talk about a range of stuff that are really appealing to immigrant life. And again, before our radio program, nowhere on the radio dial that African had a home, like somewhere where they can turn on and listen to their own stuff or find information about their day-to-day life. It wasn't nothing until we got on the air. And what we did is we did a lot of research. This week we'll just talk about immigration. We invite an immigration lawyer and people ask questions. And we talk about a topic, something that is important to us. And the next week we'll talk about health. We invite doctors, health providers, and they tell us where can you guys go, even if you don't have proper document. This is where you can go to get health. You know what I mean? And then we talk about economic empowerment. We have small minority business owners who are business savvy, but yet don't have the proper information in how to do better business. So all those combined, made us okay, we're gonna do this in the monthly basis, and every week that's what we do. We bring immigration, health, social issues, economic development, and also in between the break time, between 10 to 11 to 12, we highlight what is going on in the motherland.
Okay.
Egypt, Libya, Mali, the Congo, so forth and so on.
Okay, you discuss issues of immigration. I'm actually focusing on immigration because the issue of deportation in the United States is like a very big topic. Okay, do you discuss problems that will prevent people from being deported? Like, you can be a permanent resident or, yeah, in this country, but there are certain crimes when you commit them, they will deport you, most especially we born in Africa. Do you discuss issues that will prevent them from having these troubles?
Yes, actually, as we discuss the issue, like give them the real fact, because what we're trying to do is bring like the real actors. Those are like those decision maker. We bring them to the radio station so they can tell us the real fact. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two thing, we educate. We're trying to educate our people. We give them information. Yet you have the green card, but this is what you can't do, because if you do that, you will be deported. They're gonna seize your green card. Please don't do this. And for those that don't have no paper yet, you have to teach them. You have to tell them before you jump in any program, make sure you got the real facts. You know, because time and time again, we heard stories from immigrants who just jump in a fake program. And afterwards, what happened is they then find out that the program was bogus. Whoever was behind it ate their money,
Yeah.
and they end up being unlawful. Like there is no way that they can get their paperwork, together.
Okay, I watch TV every day. Okay, you did mention that you talk about health issues. Do you talk about health issues of Africans in the United States or health issues of our brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers who are living back home, finding ways like the way they can prevent themselves from those bad diseases that we see on TV? Are they the issues that you talk about, or you only focus in the United States?
Yes, primarily we focus on immigrant in
the United States,
because we have there is no much thing we can do for our brothers and sisters, mothers, fathers, uncle back home. If maybe financial help or get some drugs, medication sent to them. Otherwise, there is not much you can do about it. But what we can do instead is for those folks that are here with us, living with us, and don't probably speak the proper language or don't understand what is it, and cannot navigate the system as far as of health concern. We educate them. We give them the resources. We bring doctors, specialists that can tell us, okay, this is what hepatitis B, for instance, mean, and this is how one can get hepatitis B. This is how you can avoid hepatitis B. And if you happen to have hepatitis B, this is the type of help that you need. This is where you can go to find this type of help. This is one of the goal of our program. Everything we do, every topic, we try not to be the specialist. We're trying to bring the specialist to us and let him talk to our listeners. Let the listeners, ask a question straight up, And that it's been successful. We have we talk to many people, and they all know what are their weeks. We have, for instance, the guy who's actually moderating the health program. He knows to call me every first Saturday of every month, and then so on for immigration, for economic empowerment, and then for even political consultant.
Okay.
We have many of them, and they live here. They university professor, but the Africans who are university professors. Mm-hmm. We have my good name, Professor Sheikh Anta Babu, who's a history professor at the University of Pennsylvania. We have Professor Lako down on the West Coast from Sudan, who come to the program regularly. We have others like Professor Suleiman Bashir Jan from Senegal. We have many friends, throughout the diaspora. He's here in the United States. That always whenever we pick up our phone and call them and tell them, Professor, we have this political issue somewhere in Africa, we want to organize a panel of discussion, they're here for us.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Elhadji. Thank you. Do you have any message you want to send to your African brothers and sisters living in the United States before we...
Well, maybe I will reflect to one thing that my father told me 17 years ago when I was on my way to the United States. He told me he asked me to be like sugar in the tea.
Okay.
And what they mean is the sugar is invisible.
Yeah.
But it is critical for the good taste.
Yeah, I know.
So be like a sugar in the tea.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Elhadji. Thank you very much for taking this time, talking to you. Thank you, and thank you for taking part in this community conversation. Thank you very much for your effort.
Thank you so much for having me.
You are welcome.